The January transfer window is open. We've got 4 new signings to talk about, but also we are still top of the Jupiler Pro League, still undefeated as well after 20 games. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 with Rupel Boom. It's Rupel Boom or Bust. And if you're enjoying this series, do please remember to hit the like button. It does help me out massively. Also, if you're new and you are not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out as well. So anyway, on with the episode. We're on the 26th of January. We've got 2 games as well. But first off, transfers. 4 players have joined the club. We're going to briefly talk about the players leaving the club. Basically, lots of people going out on loan. I say lots. 2 people going out on loan and 1 person leaving on a permanent deal. This Thibaut Canart's deal, I had nothing to do with this. He's gone off to France apparently. Although I think Lille is like on the border, so he's not gone very far. Sepulveda and Obot have gone out on loan. One of them, Obot, is off to Cannes in France. Rio Ave have picked up Sepulveda. Joining the club then, we're going to go from the cheapest first. It's a goalkeeper. He's 19 years old, he's Croatian, and I found him basically in the Dynamo squad and went, he's good, isn't he? He was out of contract at the end of the season. I've picked him up now. He's just going to be our 3rd choice goalkeeper. Maybe 4th. I don't know. Another player who's signed in a very similar deal is Tariq Alouai, maybe, who is signed from Genk. He's played for Ghent, Genk and Rupel Boom now. He just needs to play for Club Brugge and he's basically knocked off the top 4 teams in Belgium and he's still only 19 years old. He was out of contract again with Genk at the end of the season. I looked at him and went, we do need a backup right back. He's Belgian and apparently he has some potential as well. We'll bring him in. He's not cost a lot. He's cost £125,000, which is considerably less than what Genk paid. Probably my favourite signing over the January transfer window is Wei Thine, who is an American, but also has 5 caps for Myanmar. I want him to play for the Myanmar squad. I really do. He's got 5 caps. I assume they're all friendlies, which is why he's now decided to move over to play for America. He has signed from El Paso for £1.3 million, but look how good he is. Look how good he is. An 18-year-old. I mean, yes, he's not world-class, is he? But yes, I bought him because he was from Myanmar, but he's also not bad, okay? He's not bad. And probably the only player that might actually get some game time is Han Noah Masengo, 28 years old. I think currently he's at Brentford, Bristol City? Bristol City, isn't he? Yeah, he's currently at Bristol City. He then went to Brentford, Napoli, Schalke, Getafe on loan, and now we've signed him for £4.9 million. He's a bit of a journeyman, and I don't think he really wanted to be. He's just kind of been moved around a lot. Masengo is probably going to be on the bench a lot of the time, but I just think he gives us a bit more experience in the middle of the pitch, which is something that we are definitely lacking when you think we play like a 21-year-old and a 17-year-old at the moment. The transfer window is still open and we are hopefully going to be picking up a brand new striker, which we don't really need, but he's that good. I want to sign him. In between episodes, we played OHL. Actually, we played that kind of half in the last episode. We won 1-0. We drew 2-2 with Bruges. A 2-1 victory against Lommel. 6-0 against Ghent. I don't know how we do this against Ghent. We just absolutely smashed them. We then played Slovan Bratislava in a mid-season friendly, and then a 2-0 victory against Mats Liemans after the winter break. Genk, KVK today. Let's go forward, let's play Genk, let's do transfers, and then back again for KVK. The starting lineup then for the Genk game will be Acosta in goal, Luiz, Nicolau, Solomon and Gonzalez at the back. Masengo will be making his first ever start for Rupel Boom today alongside Lucielio Cabral. It will be Montero and Edwards on the wings, Bakayoko and Liemans today will be our strikers for this one. We've got a good squad now. In my opinion, we've got a very good squad. I've also seen if Nicolau scores and Masengo scores, every single outfield player in our current starting 11 has scored a goal. And actually looking at our squad, most outfield players have scored a goal. La Rosa, Antwi, Faye. Faye hasn't scored a goal this season. That's a surprise. Silva, Patino and Seo all haven't scored a goal, but everybody else has got at least one. I'm a little bit worried about this episode. Not specifically this episode, but this match. Because we are still on an undefeated run in the league. We have not lost a single game in 20 matches. Every single game we played, we've drawn or won. And it's going to happen at some point, isn't it? It's going to happen at some point, and I feel like a team like Genk or Bruges are going to be that team to do it. It is Genk coming forward with the ball. Cabral sticks a leg out and does win it, but Evien's in on goal. Acosta with a very good save. Keeper does concede a corner. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Is that all that was? I thought we were like 15, 20 minutes in. Pozo's going to take the corner for Genk. It's towards the front post. Garcia's there, but also so is Cabral. Montero's not going to get there first. Genk still with the ball, but the highlight does end. We've got a chance. Edwards' corner. Solomon's there. Solomon's effort dinks the bar, goes over. I have changed my corners to put the better headers, is that the word? The better the people who can head the ball, they're in the right positions now, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. We're 17 minutes in now. Cabral goes long. Bakayoko's not going to get there. And now Genk can possibly come forward themselves. That's a wonderful ball. I think Garcia may well have been offside. Acosta saves it. It is going to be a corner, so he wasn't offside. Good job, Acosta. Right, get this ball clear and then counter-attack. That's what we want. That's actually straight off the training ground. I can't speak today. What's going on? Pozo. Across. Montero's stolen this. This is good. Now, counter-attack. Down that. He kicked it off. He's kicked it off. Lehmann's now with the ball for us. Still only 19 minutes played, so a lot is going on at the moment. Luis, is he going to cross or is he going to stop? He's been tackled by Borja. Still collects the ball, though. Plays it out to Masengo on his debut. Is he going to pull the trigger? Doesn't. Plays it to Cabral. Cabral pulls the trigger, and Lucielio Cabral with an absolute screamer. He doesn't score many, but when he does, most of them are like that. I think he scored 2 or 3 goals like that now this season. We're 1-0 up against Genk, arguably against the run of play, and I'm fine with that. So if we win this, we will be 5 points clear at the top of the table ahead of Bruges, which obviously we know gets halved down to 2, I think it will go down to. I don't think it will go to 3, I think it goes down to 2. Evian steals the ball, but Gonzalez picks it up anyway. Edwards over the top. Lehmann's is there. Play it across. He's gone for goal, the greedy bugger. You could have just played that across in front of Bakayoko, and Bakayoko would have just tapped that in. Actually, he probably would have missed as well. Half time then. We are 1-0 up, but we have got some players who aren't doing very well. So, if we look, Montero 6'4", Bakayoko 6'5". I don't know what you're doing. I am furious with your performance. Do something in the second half. I mean, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I feel like if I say to Montero and Bakayoko, you're doing well, they're not, are they? I mean, Montero's dropped down to a 6'3". That's your day done already. We're only 10 minutes into the second half. Faye's going to come on, and we're going to put Lehmann's on that right-hand side. Oh my word, he's 3.5 star as a winger. I didn't realise how versatile Lehmann's was. I thought he was just basically an out-and-out striker. So we are back to Mohamed Faye and Mohamed Bakayoko up front, and I will admit, I have done that because I've realised Faye hasn't scored a league goal this season. So I want him to score a league goal. We do need to have some highlights for this to happen. Nothing is going on. Edwards is also playing poorly as well. Right, we're going to do our usual change. No, we're not. We're not. I didn't do the subs properly. I didn't do the subs. I'm an idiot. I don't even know who we could bring on for Edwards. Did we bring on Patino? Let's give Patino a chance on that flank. And yeah, we'll play him on the left-hand side. He's probably fine. He can probably play there. And do we do anything else? Looking at it, Bakayoko's also playing poorly. So Lubyan Georgiev will also be coming on. We've got a few minutes left to play. If we win 1-0, I will take 1-0. We've got 4 minutes. Gonzalez. Is this the first highlight of the second half? It's down the line towards Lehmann's. Lehmann's isn't going to collect it. Matteo Gabbia, still playing for Genk by the looks of it. Didn't even notice. He was that important. Kasase down that left-hand side. The New Zealander, he's managed to get past his man as well. Keeps going, goes for a long-range effort. Not a very good decision there from the left-back. Hits it well wide. That's probably the game, isn't it? Acosta's goal kick. Stavros Nicolau forward to Cabral. Loads of space to run into. It's going to be a Cabral worldie that's going to separate the two sides. Cabral forward. Finds Lehmann's, who is playing in the middle for some reason. Oh, we're swapping around, so Georgiev might be on the wing at the moment. Charlie Patino to Cabral. Right-hand side needs... Oh, why did we... Masengo, buddy. You're on your debut. You picked up a yellow card. You're actually playing really well, and you do something stupid like that. Evian's going to keep this one in just about front post. Acosta just about held on to that one. Not the most exciting game of football. Not the most exciting game of football at all. But we've picked up the 3 points. Genk actually played really well. When you look at the numbers from our defence-minded players, they were really good. Our attackers were horrendous. Every single one of our attacking players gets a 6-4 or below, apart from Lehmann's. I'm going to say good win, and then attackers, which I don't know, are you just picking on Lehmann's? I mean, Lehmann's is not the only attacker. Not happy with your finishing. Can we do the other guys as well? I'm just going to say I'm not happy with you either. I'm furious. You weren't at your best. You deserve to come off. All of them? Did they all got subs? Okay, yeah. Huge result for us as well. Anderlecht drawing 1-1 with Club Brugge mean that Club Brugge actually drop points. That's big. That is very, very big. Also, Gent aren't in the top 4. They're dropping down. OHL might be sneaking their way into the championship group at the moment. Anyway, we are now going to go forward. We are going to be doing the transfer deadline day, or we'll come back just after transfer deadline day. And then KVK, who are mid-table. Exactly. It's midnight on the 1st of February, and we have just concluded our transfer deadline day business. 3 new signings have joined Rupel Boom. Basically, one player on a free transfer who's going to be a youth player, and that is Yevgeny Dmitriev, who is an Estonian right winger who was randomly in the under-21 for the Estonia squad with no club. And I went, he looks good, so we've signed him. Like I said, free transfer, he's going to sit in the under-21s. I might train him up as a left winger rather than a right winger because obviously we play inverted wingers, but I think he's good. He's also only 16. Joining the club on a loan deal is Lucas Aristogalcha. Lucas, we're just going to call him Lucas. And he is a 20-year-old right back signed on loan from Juve because we need backup, basically. We don't really have too much depth behind Jose Luis. So I've got Lucas in until the end of the season. If he's any good, maybe we sign him. Maybe he never plays for us, but he's in. And the one I'm most excited about is Tadej Rosmaric, signed from Olimpia Ljubljana in Slovenia. He's 18 years old, as you can see, and he's bloody good at football. His concentration and composure, not the best, but when you got 16 finishing, 17 long shots, 17 technique, I think he's just going to score some worldies from all over the place. So, Rosmaric is in. He has cost 4.1 million, which was his minimum fee release. I wanted to get him for cheaper, couldn't do it, but he's in. I don't know whether he's going to play a huge amount of football. We might try and loan him out maybe in the summer. He'll probably play in the next match. Match week number 22 then of the Jupiler Pro League. It is at home against KVK. It will be João Felipe playing in goal today. Acosta picked up an injury just after the last match, but he's fit enough, but we're not going to risk him. It's going to be Luis, Nicolau, Solomon and Gonzalez at the back. Duvignac today comes in for Masengo to play alongside Cabral. It'll be Montero and the San Nino, Bakayoko and Rosmaric as our 2 strikers. Yes, I'm giving Rosmaric a debut. I have just realised, I forgot, I changed this from a DLP to a roaming, and I'm wondering whether that's causing issues. Although they played really well. No, let's put them back on what they were on. DLP on support. Not roaming playmaker. I kind of went roaming because I thought, well, we are the better side for most games now that we play, so I want them to be up here rather than down here. But we'll go back to DLP. In front of what I assume is a sellout crowd at the Rupel Boom Stadium. We sell out quite a lot of matches now, particularly against the bigger sides. It might not be a sellout crowd, actually. It's KVK. No offence, KVK, but you're not like a Club Brugge or a PSG, things like that. But yes, top of the table currently, 5 points clear. I don't know whether Club Brugge are playing today. I should probably know these kind of things, but I don't. So we just need to make sure we do our job. Judging by the fact that we've gone to 22 games and they're still on 21, don't think they're playing. An early chance is fair enough. That wasn't really a chance, was it? So if we win, we've actually got a chance to put ourselves 8 points clear at the top of the table. Duvignac to Bakayoko, and the striker's headed effort goes just over the bar. Good early chance for us. I would have liked for that to go in the back of the net. Obviously, of course, I'd like that to go in the goal. That's how we win games. 24 minutes now. Luis to Duvignac to Nicolau. Richard Gonzalez, by the way, had a lot of interest in January, and he might be upset that I didn't accept a Hertha Berlin offer, so he might be annoyed. Jose Luis into the area. Montero goes for goal, hits it straight across the face of the goal, and KVK get lucky. Gonzalez to Rosmaric. Doesn't manage to get his cross away, which isn't ideal. It's Solomon. He's going to run forward, the Egyptian centre-back, back to Nicolau. He's going to dink it over towards Montero. Now Jose Luis, 4 in the middle if he can find any one of them. Cabral's there at the back. It's fallen to San Nino. What are we doing? Richie G's going to have a go. He's not. He's played it through to Bakayoko. San Nino has this ball. What is going on with that highlight? That was like 7-year-olds playing football there. We do kind of need to win, guys. Montero's picked up an injury. And I guess that's why they just threw it straight to Nicolau. Stavros Nicolau's going to pass it to Boysgard. Stavros, what are you doing, buddy? I mean, it wasn't what we needed, was it? And now KVK can come forward with a ball. Do we actually have Montero on the pitch? I think we do. I think he's on the pitch. Cabral's gone long. It's not. It wasn't Cabral, is it? João Felipe's held on to that one. Right, what are we doing then? Richard Gonzalez back to João Felipe. The Brazilian goalkeeper doesn't get a lot of football for us, so I'm a little bit worried that he might just ball something up. He's looking upset and annoyed, apparently. Montero. Luiz is running. Montero's going to keep going, even with his injury. He's gone for a ridiculously long-range effort. Why? Why was that the thing that you went for? Luiz with a throw to nobody. It's gone to Bakayoko, who manages to somehow get a shot away, but Deman can hold on to that one. I mean, how are we not winning? How are we not winning this game at the moment? We've had so many chances. Sandino's taken a knock. Obviously, Montero's injured. Cabral is on a 6.4. I shouldn't have changed him, should I? I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance. We're then going to go back to this, and we're going to move you to a roaming playmaker, because that seemed to work a little bit better. Do we take off Montero? Do we... No, we keep him on. We keep him on. He's doing all right. He's making some questionable decisions, but he's doing all right. Duvignac with a free kick. Back post is Montero, and Didier Montero is there. It is 1-0. It was a wise decision to keep Montero on the pitch. 10 minutes into the second half, Duvignac's long free kick towards the back post finds Montero, leaps like a salmon into the top corner. It is 1-0. This now, hopefully, should just be cruising to the end of the match. Duvignac with another free kick, this time a lot closer, and Solomon is there. Mohamed Solomon gets his third of the season, 2-0 against KVK. The set pieces seem to be paying off for us. And now Cabral's coming off for Masengo, and do we swap you two round? I mean, no, we'll put Masengo as the roaming playmaker now, see whether he can do a decent enough job. Not seen a lot of Rosmaric, have we? Rosmaric has been kind of quiet. I think he's maybe seen the ball a couple of times in a highlight, but nothing really too exciting. Into the final 15 minutes, it is 2-0. We are looking fairly comfortable, but KVK possibly have themselves a chance. If we can steal this off them, make it 3-0, this is just game, set and match, isn't it? It is De Haas, he's going to play it badly, finds Bakayoko, Masengo goes long, Rosmaric on his debut, the Slovenian, and the Slovenian, that's what they're called, blast into the back of the net for his first ever goal for Rupel Boom. It's cost £4.1 million to get that one goal, but that's potentially a sign of things to come. Duvignac with another free kick. Is it going to go find Montero again? It's gone over most players. Luiz is going to keep this in. Back to Solomon. He's going to shoot, isn't he? He's not going to shoot. He's found Duvignac. Controls it well. Are we going to make it 4? Montero facing away from goal. Masengo playing kind of as a right back. Crosses it in. Back post is Sandino. He's not going to get there. Solomon keeps this alive. Gonzalez. All of our players are out of position because of the free kick. All of them. So Gonzalez has finally made his way over to his usual regular position. Lost the ball about 4 times, but still managed to keep it. Rosmaric doesn't manage to get the space for himself. There's a goal happening here. It's one of those highlights where something is going to happen, and it's just going to end up in the back of the net, because nothing's happened so far, and it's been about a minute and a half. Rosmaric is there, and what an acrobatic finish that is from Rosmaric. I told you there was a goal. Rosmaric at 18 years old had scored twice on his debut. He's now on a hat-trick, which I don't think he's going to get. Well, Montero's gone off injured. That's not what we wanted. We're going to bring on Adam Hunter, because why not? Let's give Rosmaric a little round of applause from the fans. We're going to bring on Lehmans as well. Rosmaric's had an absolutely spectacular debut, hasn't he? Brilliant. I wasn't expecting him to kind of have such an instant impact, but to score 2, Solomon and Montero also on the score sheet. The second half was just a completely different performance. Montero's out for 1 to 2 days. That's fine. That's not a problem. Rosmaric makes immediate impact on his debut. Immediate impact. When did he... He joined from Ljubljana's youth setup. No, he didn't. He was playing for their first team. He's got 21 appearances for their first team. What are you on about? Montero's 1 goal away from scoring 10 goals this season as well. 5 games, 1 in a row in the league. 22 undefeated. Next episode, we might actually... You know what we're going to do next episode? I'm going to have to move my head quickly. Next episode, we are probably going to do Standard Liège. No, we'll do Man United and Charleroi. That's what we'll do. And then we will do Manchester United and possibly more Scrum. It's going to basically... I don't want to do Man United and Man United because there's such a big gap in between that it's going to take me like 3 hours to record the episode. So yeah, instead we're going to do definitely Man United, one of them. And then the next episode, another Man United game. I know Bruges still have a game to play, but this league table is looking pretty tasty, isn't it? They're up against Standard Liège as well on the 3rd. We are not going to find out what that result is going to be. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Rupel Boom or Bust. Tell me what you think of my new signings. Honestly, I think our new striker might be very good. I think he could actually kick out some of our longer standing players from our squad, which is probably bad. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Stick with your comments down below. I'll see you next time for a Manchester United game in the Champions League. It's not going to be easy. Thanks for watching.